even today, coming out to parents and family is not as easy as many people think it is, you know, especially in the Asian and Latino cultures. So last year, Emily Estefan told The Real that her mother, Latina pop diva Gloria Estefan, told her not to come out to her grandmother because it would kill her. Gloria, however, said, quote, I told her just do it slowly. Don't just sit her down and say, boom. Give her a minute to process. In the Latin community, a lot of these subjects aren't touched. They're taboo, end quote. So she told the Sunday Times that she and her daughter have been in therapy together, you know, and at the FayWhat show, we hope that a day comes when coming out won't even be needed, when it's just known. What are we all talking about? What do you think about this?
You know, it's hard. I went through a similar thing, obviously on a much less high profile basis. But when I was coming out, we discussed it and we decided that if my grandparents were to ever verbalize the question or ask, to not lie, but I didn't. And I wasn't dating anyone. It wasn't like I was hiding a relationship, you know. And we decided if I did date someone, we would deal with that then. But we decided not to. I regret it to the fact that I wish that my grandparents had lived to see like me hosting television shows or co-hosting TV shows with my besties, whether they were Queer News or Happening Out or FayWhat show. I miss that. But, you know, Gloria Estefan has, by all accounts, been a great mom. And she's doing the best she can for the generation after her and the generation that came before her. And if you saw her on Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade a couple weeks ago, she was up there singing, or singing, along with her daughter, and son. So it was really cool. She's a cool mom, and she, you know, we all of our coming outs are our own story to tell.
And they're and they're different, and you can't force somebody to have the story that goes like yours. You just can't, you know, and everybody has different things in their families and stuff like that. Like we actually had a Dear Faye a couple of months back, and it was somebody who wanted to come out to their grandmother, and their grandmother was deathly ill, you know, and so she was kind of like not really with it anymore, you know, and the person's mom was like, you know, we don't want to upset her more. And I think that he regretted it as well, you know? So it's a touchy subject, you know? It's a touchy subject. I mean, once they pass, and then you're not able to come out, you know? So I think that that's got to be a decision that you have for yourself to make, and whatever you decide is the right decision. You know, Gloria Estefan has been a huge ally of the LGBTQ plus community, and that allyship always changes its dynamic when it's your offspring that is LGBTQ. You know, you get a little softer, you get a little more understanding. And I think that her daughter, Emily, like catapulted, you know, Gloria out to be an ally. You know, maybe not as much as maybe she was ready to be, you know? And so these are true, real topics that they talk about, you know? And she could have totally sugarcoated it and said like, oh, well, you know, I told her to tell her grandmother or whatever. And instead they were being real about their journey, you know? So, I mean, it is what it is, you know? I mean, will she take this advice from her mom or will she not? Who knows? I mean, I personally think that the abuela deserves to know.
I think she's passed.
Oh, did she pass?
I believe her abuela
it's over.
Is gone. Yeah.
The moment's gone.
But you know, I mean, Gloria's also sung about other social issues before. Like, remember her song about birth control? The rhythm is gonna get you.
I'm not laughing, I'm crying. That was so bad. Oh my God. I know, I missed him too, right? All right, jeez. So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the FayWhat show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ plus media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the FayWhat show. Get the week started with me.